one. The girl texting it didn't get what she wanted, and your second option, right? She's just about to fucking troll you and lead you on, and or second, you. Oh my god! Jeez, man, and why didn't you dodge or jump over it then? Like, hello?
And cause that mama up there, I like, you know, and cause that mama up there, I like, you know, and
these bizarre-looking predators are like something out of a horror movie. An alien animal totally unlike any fish I have ever caught. These bizarre-looking predators are like something out of a horror movie. An alien animal totally unlike any fish I have ever caught. These bizarre-looking predators...
Take it. That big, huh?
Here for you. All I want is $7,000. Look at this bitch. $7,000 for this car. But I got a slight dent in the back. I got a beautiful car here for you.
Can you fix
All
that?
I want is $7,000. Look at this bitch. $7,000 for this car. But I got a...
What I need you to do is tag 3... big dick ass niggas under this tweet right here. I need some more niggas to do this bust that nut challenge with. And I'm...
Alright, okay.
Yeah, I might get off the puzzle.
all right, go ahead.
Very nice.
I mean, does he got both sides though? It's kinda sick though. So you got both sides.
Doorknob!
Oh my!
Ese sí va directo.
Like, put a cone or something. Rhetorical?
Hyperfora. Is it annoying? Yes. Will people ever stop doing it? Who knows?
No one does that.
How long was the shortest war in human history?
1 day.
Zero
The
seconds.
Anglo-Zanzibar War lasted just 38 minutes. British warships spent less than 40 minutes bombarding the palace of an unapproved sultan before he fled, ending the war.
I knew that.
What word literally translates as no place, but is defined as an imagined place or state of things in which everything is perfect?
XQC old, when does it end?
Hold up. Hey, yo, what the fuck?
What happened?
Why is he moving?
What happened?
I know, right? That's really awkward. You playing Fortnite in class?
Good book.
Boy, why wasn't this invented when I was going to school, bro? Bro, why was these stuff invented when I was going to school?
Oh, that's actually so sweet.
Oh man. You're giving money. Oh man.
Play Faith the Unholy
Just
Trinity.
one. I'm ready to go, Chad. Go.
I genuinely think you would enjoy it. Play Faith the Unholy Trinity. It's a good horror game, and I genuinely think you would enjoy it. Yo, can we go back to the ginger porn? 29 months.
What the fuck was that? Fuck it. I'm done with this. Alright, boys, I'm done. Actually, guys, what we're gonna do?
Right? I've had people saying, yeah, it sucks. Our managers are just being forced to cringe through it. We know they disagree with their leaders.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Mike. Just as you're about to ship Diablo 4, just as WoW is getting back up on its feet, what do? You torpedo the morale of your own team. You absolute godman. I don't understand. Is there something in the water? What is it?
I'm not sure if all that is really Mike's fault, as I've said. I think that for the returning to work stuff, which is what people are really upset about, because that actually affects their everyday life. I mean, it's very obvious that was a executive decision. That was something that was made by the people at the table.
I saw, it was like a YouTube short of a guy who worked at Blizzard for like 7 years, right? His dad was the cinematics director at Blizzard for 20 years. And he basically said, yeah, I was being paid 38% of what my role should be in this location. Working at Blizzard was a really terrible mistake, but it was fine. I moved like a block down the road, maybe 2 blocks down the road, to Amazon Game Studios, where one assumes he was paid a lot more than 38%.
At some point in the future. So yeah, I think this is silly, but it's not really a surprise at all.
Is this all just to like put more gold plates in bodies and all? So anyway, this is strike 2 out of 3. Mike's third strike is actually even worse. Again, this is the ignoramus in chief of his reputation. When asked about the return to office policy, he said, at the end of the day, we want people...
Like, how many of you guys have called QA and it's somebody on the other side of the world? And it's like, this person does not even speak English as their main language, and they're not able to help his fault or not. And I think that, you know, with Brian Birmingham leaving the company, and nothing changing because he left the company, he probably didn't do it. Any degree of logic, you can immediately fucking see that this probably did not happen. I don't want to do any of this shit, right? I just want them to know that this is happening, and I want to make people aware of why these things are going on. I'm not going to tweet at them or some other bullshit, right? And get away with it because it's filed under opinion. It's bullshit. This isn't an opinion. Photoshopping something is not an opinion. This is not an opinion. This is an opinion as much as, you know, like a conspiracy video where they Photoshop, you know, like Michelle Obama to look more like a man. And like, have you guys ever seen these? Like that's on the same level, in my opinion. It's fucking disgusting. It's deceptive, disgusting, and wrong. Click her name, send her your disgust. I'm not gonna do that. Because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna waste my time turning some random moron into a victim because they are not really, this person is simply a product of their environment. The person is not the problem. You understand? If you get rid of this person, there will be another person tomorrow. And if you get rid of that person, there will be another person after that. You have to change the system that creates the people, or you're just going to constantly be playing whack-a-mole, and eventually you're going to get tired. And the machine never gets tired. Only you do. You have to, yes, you have to break the wheel. Yes, there you go. If I'm ever in a pinch, I can just say, what if any, and get away with it? Yeah, that's about right. Media should not be able to Photoshop anything. And this isn't the first time that media has Photoshopped things. They've intentionally changed. Remember, like, the person who shut up the YouTube headquarters? They Photoshopped her pictures, too. This is something that media regularly does. I can't believe this. I honestly, I cannot believe this happens. And it's just, oh my god, it's just so fucking ridiculous. And it's like these ads are on there, and like anybody's from people like this. The problem is the system. No, because you're always going to have people that are like this. It's always going to happen. You think of millions of views on live streams, they wouldn't try to do this, but here we are. Well, it's because it doesn't matter to them. Because like, it doesn't matter because in 3 or 4 years, here's why it doesn't matter, and I'll explain. And this is the beauty, and this is also the evil of different types of, I guess you could say, like print media, is that it doesn't go away. It does not go away. And what does that mean? That means that in 5 years from now, when people forget about the, whenever people forget about this trial, they forget about the nuance to it, they forget about what really happened, etc., they're gonna Google Johnny Depp or Amber Heard, and this article is gonna pop up. And this is somebody, let's say this is a person who's 16 right now. Well, they're probably not paying attention, they're in school. You know, they're worried about, you know, passing Algebra 1 so they can graduate. They're not thinking about this trial. They have no idea about it. So 5 years later, they're 21, 22 years old. They read this, and the first thing they think of is that Johnny Depp is an asshole. You see how this happens? Yeah, so see how this happens? Like, and like, that's what it's gonna be. And like, you have these articles written about people that last forever, and there's no accountability as to whether the articles are accurate. 16-year-olds like Pirates of the Caribbean? Oh, of course they do. They probably fucking love it. But what I'm saying is that let's just, I don't want to go into the ages, right? Let's say somebody didn't hear about this. They were, you know, busy with something and they weren't paying attention to this. And then they look back on it years later and then they see this. For whatever reason. For whatever reason. This is going to pop up because this is a major news publication. What's this here? Time to take New York Post to court as well? I hope so. I do. I hope so. But I don't really care about that because the New York Post makes a ton of money. And even if there's only one case that I know of any sort of a journalistic thing like this getting shut down. And it was Godrun that got shut down. And the only reason that they got shut down is also Peter Thiel, I believe, helped fund it, who's like really fucking rich, right? He's like super fucking rich. And like Sandman? No, but that guy, that was the guy, the smiling Catholic kid, right? Some fucking shit. That's different because number one, they reached a settlement, and number two, it didn't shut the media company down that basically sent the wrong information. It didn't shut them down. They outed him, and he went scorched earth. Yeah, exactly. They outed Peter Thiel as being gay, and it turned out that it was true, right? The guy's gay, but you know, that's his story to tell and not theirs. And so, yeah, he basically funded all of Hulk Hogan's, you know, his all the lawsuits and everything, and he put them in the fuck honest. Yeah, I don't know how common it is. Maybe I'm not. And like again, here's the way I see it, and I see it like this: is that it's not one thing or another thing. It's like 10 or 20 things. You see what I'm saying? And so like each individual thing is not necessarily, like I'm not concerned with being like completely on point, 100% accurate with every single thing, because I feel like I'm like 70% accurate or 80% with like 15 different things. You see what I mean? Yeah, HN conspiracy prep right here. Yeah, sure. Women like her are con men. She's just extra evil and using her skills. You see, like, I think it's a mistake to look at this and to say that this is an outcome or this is because she's a woman. I don't really think this is the case. I think that there are some articles. Okay, let's see it. Is it this one here? I'm assuming this is it. Let's see the picture. All right, that's not it. There's no crying there either. Let's see what else we have. That's just something else. Yeah, it looks like there's nothing there. It's the same article. No, it's actually two different articles, if you can believe that. They changed it. The evidence photo of Depp sleeping in the chair. Being on drugs is definitely silly and a must-see. Yeah, I'd have to see that. I didn't see that one at all. I'd have to go back and look at it. There's Twitter for Amber Heard Snitch. She's doing something on the stand. I don't believe that. I don't think she's doing coke or anything on the stand. That's ridiculous. Like, obviously, people can sniff something that's just... again, I feel like that's a conspiracy thing. Yeah, I mean, come on. Like, I know that it sounds like... Obviously, if you don't like her, it's very, very appealing to hear that she's, like, maybe doing cocaine on the stand that I'm making with this, right? Where I'm saying that it doesn't really matter, like, what the... Like, yeah, you guys see what I'm saying? Yeah, it doesn't really matter, like, what happens to the individual that writes the article, because it's like you know, like you play cookie clicker. It's like, is it more important to get the cookies or the cookie farm? Is it more important to get the golden eggs or the goose? What stops the golden eggs? Because if you still have the goose, you're just going to get more golden eggs, or in this case, brown eggs. That's what happens. Hypothetical scenario, couldn't a smart cop use bank robbers to get the company? Not in this case with news outlets. Any metaphor falls apart if you extrapolate it enough. There's nothing really more that I want to talk about with that, but you guys can see kind of what I'm saying here. Yeah, why is the picture of Johnny next to him, Andrew? I don't know. I feel like this is... It's not that bad of a picture. I would maybe use another picture just in general, but it's kind of okay. I don't know. Check this.
They tell me that I should be a real man, but my pride will be the first thing to go.